My kiddos, geometry review from Miss Perk. Hopefully this helps you for your benchmark. I'll go over as much as I can. Here we go. Right angles. Right angles are 90-degree angles. They literally make an L. It doesn't matter if they're upside or down or sideways. It doesn't matter as long as they make 90-degree angles. All straight angles. So all straight angles, which are also known as a straight line, are 180 degrees. So technically, this angle is 90, but this line is 180. So this line would be 180. This line would be 180. Also, all triangles are also 180 degrees. So when you add up all the angles on the inside of every triangle in the entire world, it will equal 180 degrees. Okay? Lines are parallel if they go in the same direction, but they never touch. So there would be no solution because they're going to go in the same direction, but never touch. Okay? A midpoint is where two lines come to a point. Get it? Mid, middle, point, point. Haha. It also could be a straight line, and you would find the middle of the straight line. Midpoint literally means the middle point. Okay? Complementary angles. Here we go. Let me scoot you down for you. Complementary angles are two angles that will equal 90 degrees. And we can remember that because the C and the O of the comp actually will turn into a 90. See? Complementary angles. So, if there's a picture and you were told they are complementary angles, you know from here to here is 90, so you subtract the angle that you know to get the missing measurement, 60 degrees. So if they're telling you this is complementary, again, subtract. 90 minus 75 is 15, so this little angle would be 15 degrees. Okay? Now we're going to do supplementary. Supplementary are two angles that equal 180 degrees. Sup, the S for the supplementary, turns into the 8 for 180. So again, if a straight line is 180, it's telling you that these two angles will equal 180. We just do 180 minus 115, and we should get 65. Same thing here. 180 minus 65 would be 115. Okay? So supplementary are two angles that when you put them together equal 180 degrees. Vertical angles are two angles that have a vertex touching. Okay? To me, they look like they are kissing. Okay? So, this angle is kissing this angle. See? This angle is kissing this angle. Vertical angles are congruent. Congruent means they are exactly the same. So, if this guy is 110, who he is kissing is also 110. So if those are vertical, that means that this little triangle kissing this little triangle are vertical. And because this is a straight line, from here to here is a straight line, you would just do 180 minus 110, and you would get 70. So this vertical angle is vertical to this guy, and they're both 70. Okay? Which also means that this guy is 70, and this guy is 70. Okay? All right. Interior, alternate interior. The word alternate actually means opposite. So it's two angles that are, interior means inside the parallel lines, but they are on opposite sides of the transversal. So interior means inside, alternate means opposite. So interior would be here. We're inside the parallel lines. Parallel line, you're inside of it. Alternate means opposite. So if I'm on the left right here, the opposite of the left would be the right. So those are alternate interior. Here, if I'm on the right, the opposite would be the left. So alternate from pink would be pink. Alternate from yellow would be yellow. Okay? So I'm guessing you can figure out that if we're alternate exterior, we're two lines that are outside the parallel lines, but on opposite sides of the transversal. So outside, 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 okay? They're on the outside of the parallel lines. Inside, outside. So if I'm on the left, the alternate to left would be right. If I'm on the right, the alternate to right would be left. Okay? So alternate interior, alternate exterior. All right. Hopefully we got that. Now let's talk about transversals. Transversals to me are super duper easy. We think about it like we're in the army, okay? When you're in the army, you march. You march, march, march. And you always hear them, like Trace right now at military school is singing this song. Right, left, about face. About face means you turn 180 degrees, okay? So, if I start on the right, I take a step and go to the left. Take a step and go to the right. Take a step and go to the left. Everything in green is what is called corresponding angles. That means they're congruent, which means they are the same. So, if B is 110, when I take a step from the right to the left, that makes that 110. Take another step, makes that 110. Take another step, that makes that 110. About face means to turn all around, halfway around, 180 degrees. So we're going to take 180, we're going to subtract the 110, we get 70. So that's our missing angle because this is a straight line, which has to be 180. So we take what we have and we subtract the 70. So now we're back on the right. So we're going to sing the army song again, just like they're marching. Right, left, right, left. So now all the 70s are exactly the same because they're corresponding. So the red ones correspond to each other. The green ones correspond to each other. Okay? So let's go over some notes. Transversal, a line that cuts through two parallel lines. Okay? This is the transversal. JK. Line JK is the transversal. Okay? Vertical angles, they're angles opposite and they form, they look like they are kissing. They have the same measurements. So, vertical angles are kissing. They're also corresponding, but they're kissing. So, B would be kissing C. So, B and C could be vertical. A could be kissing D. They are vertical. F could be kissing G. And E could be kissing H. So vertical angles have the same measurement, but they're literally right next to each other and look like they are kissing. Okay? Let's do adjacent. Adjacent means next to. Okay, I'm going to push this up a little bit. Hopefully we won't get too far off the page. All right, adjacent is next to. It literally means side by side. So A is adjacent to B. A is also adjacent to C. B is adjacent to D. D is adjacent to C. We can come down here. E is adjacent to F. E is also adjacent to G. G is adjacent to F. I'm sorry, H. And H is adjacent to F. Okay? When you add adjacent, which are these, in this instance, adjacent supplementary angles together, they will equal 180 degrees. Okay? And that's because they're next to each other, which means they're going to make a straight line. All right, interior angles. Interior means on the inside. So here we go. Inside of the parallel lines. I'm just going to highlight the parallel lines. So LM is a parallel line and NO is a parallel line. Thus making our interior angles at CD inside, EF inside. Okay? Our exterior angles, which comes next down here, our exterior angles, would be AB and GH. If you want to talk about alternate exterior would be A and H. They're alternate exterior. What else would be alternate exterior would be B and G. They are alternate exterior. Alternate exterior also have the same measurements because they are corresponding. All right? Let's do alternate interior. Alternate interior would be C and F because they're on the opposite side. I'm looking for another color, sorry. And alternate interior would also be D and E. All right, guys, so corresponding. Right, left, right, left. Minus 180, get our new measurement. Right, left, right, left. So vertical, corresponding. Alternate exterior, corresponding. Alternate interior, corresponding. So if you look at a transversal, truthfully, if the lines are parallel, you should only have 2 measurements and they should happen again and again. So if this is 70, you cannot have a 70 next to it. Does that make sense? Because it would be subtracted by 180. All right, I hope that helps. I'll make you another one in a second.